And he has I don't know whether the morally good life, I'm not so sure about, but he's right, I think, that everyone thinks now that they should be happy all the time, and that creates a lot of
I think that is true, but I think it's with a caveat, because it should always be to live as fulfilled and lovely and wonderful a life as possible without hurting anyone else. I think that's the caveat, and it sort of sorts it out, because you don't want to not be happy. You don't want to do things that don't make you happy, and you don't want to do things that make you happy where the other people, everyone is suffering around you, because then it wouldn't be happy, because you'd feel
that's
guilty.
true.
So
but I think the idea of pleasure as being like something that you should be in a state of pleasure all the time, virtually, and if you're not, something's really wrong. I think that creates a lot of unhappiness, because most people are not.
But it comes from the philosophical question, what's the point of life? And the answer to that is there isn't a point in life. No. We're just here. It just happened. So if you want to have a point in life, you're in trouble. But you're here, so you might as well enjoy it. That's I think true. That's what I think it'd be quite pragmatic. Yeah. I don't think it has to be highfalutin or.
That's true. And Jordan Peterson is a bit religious. So
well, exactly.
So there might be a backstop behind all that.
For all his logic and all his stats and all his fact that it's he uses facts and figures and stats to prove his point. Yeah. Except I believe in God.
Yeah. And obviously then it all falls down.
Of course.
But that's true. That might be why he believes in a moral life as opposed to a pleasurable life.
Well, I believe in a moral life, but it's morality is relative and contingent on we create a morality. And I think that I've seen some religious nuts on Twitter say there is no objective morality without God. And I go, no, there isn't objective morality, but we decide what moral is because we want to live with each other. Yeah, we've invented this term.
Yeah, we've gone to atheism quite quickly.
Well, but
from that point of view, one of the most stupid arguments of God people is the idea of like, well, if God doesn't exist, how can we possibly exist with any kind of like morality or structure or whatever? You think like, well, God hasn't existed. Yeah. He actually hasn't existed. We've created all these structures, and this is how we've existed.
Well, this is so funny because I just shot my new series for Netflix, and Diane's in it, and she plays a woman who's fascinated with my character being an atheist, and she just keeps asking me questions.
Oh, really?
And one of the questions she asks is, if you're an atheist, right, why don't you just go around raping and murdering as much as you want? And I go, I do. Which is not at all. And it confuses her. Right. So that's the nub of the argument, is that we're here to get on with each other. It's a mutual thing. So, well, I won't kill you if you don't kill me.
Yeah.
And that's right.
Yes.
So we don't need the reward of heaven and the punishment of hell to be moral people. In fact, if that's the reason you're doing stuff, you're not a moral person. You've just been
that's true.
threatened into...
There are no atheists in foxholes. Frank Skinner, who is my great friend but is very deep believer in God, once said something to me about how, we'll see how atheist people are when they're on an aeroplane that's about to crash. And I thought, that doesn't prove that God exists. That proves that they're frightened.
We're human.
They're frightened.
And
so they're looking to magical thinking to get them out of the situation or to save themselves. But it doesn't prove that God exists. It just proves the existence of human fear. And so
but it's why a lot of things like that
you're
exist.
Right, is that an idea of a society that is right and good based on fear is a worse society that is right and good just because we don't want to hurt other people because they'll probably hurt us or whatever. That's a better society.
Exactly, of course. And the other thing about the atheists on the plane is that that's why some people, they go, why not? Why not believe in Christmas just in case? Why not pray just in case? Someone sent me a tweet once, why don't you pray just in case there's a God? And I sent back, for the same reason you don't put garlic over your door in case there's a Dracula. It's
not a bad idea, though.
just in case.
Just in case, because there might be. It's more likely to be, I think, Draculas
well, of course.
than God.
Because
I've seen them more often on film and stuff.
And if they don't look exactly like Christopher Lee, I'd be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, although sometimes
a chubby little ginger vampire, I'd go, what the fuck off, mate. Fuck off.
Yeah, although if it was a chubby little ginger vampire, one would think immediately, well, he's had a lot of blood from somewhere.
Like a giant tick.
Like a giant tick, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like a big mosquito.
Yeah, exactly.
A ginger mosquito.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Nothing wrong with being ginger.
No, I never said there was. Just to be clear.
And
started it.
There's nothing wrong with being French and gay with tight underpants and living with your mum. Either. Let's just get that out there.
Actually, Bruce was very interested in happiness and pleasure.
Come on, then. What's your answer?
She
said doing a jigsaw.
I didn't know. I need time to think about it.
You want to change your mind, don't you?
My answer
is because I bet you had time to think about that. You just sprung it on me.
I'm most happy raping and murdering people.
Wow.
Perfect. Did you say perfect?
I'm not. I'm not. I just said it.
You just said it. Do you want us to take that out?
No.
Okay.